Does outsourcing take jobs away from Americans? The answer is no. And in this short video, I'll share with you 3 reasons why outsourcing does not take jobs away from Americans. And this will get your team and your customers not only on board with offshore talent, but excited for it. So let's dive in. Outsourcing at its core gives small and medium business owners access to affordable talent. And that brings me to point number 1. Outsourcing does not take jobs away from Americans because most of the jobs that would be outsourced could and would never be filled locally. It helps business owners get the help they desperately need to get off the ground and make them competitive. I'm talking about the solopreneur who couldn't afford an admin assistant locally, so he ends up spending 2 hours per week copying and pasting something himself, which is valuable time he could have spent doing sales and marketing for his small business. Or a small business that primarily relied on word-of-mouth marketing now finds themselves competing against larger companies, and they need to start doing social media outreach, but they can't hire someone for it. So instead, the whole team chips in on posting, but they really don't have the expertise or time to do it right. So outsourcing allows you to hire for those positions that are desperately needed, but that you couldn't justify the budget for otherwise. Point number 2, outsourcing supports a company, especially in sales and customer service. Here's an example. Many companies still rely on cold calling, but cold calling is a volume game, and you should not have American salaries doing it. Instead, you should promote your cold callers to closers and use more affordable labor to do the cold calling and to set the appointments with qualified leads for your closers. And your sales team is gonna love this because nobody likes cold calling. So when you take it off their shoulders and allow it to be done by somebody else, your sales team, all they have to do is show up and close the deal. And that's what they do best. A second example is with customer service. In today's world, customers want instant customer service, but most of the inquiries could be easily solved. So companies have tried to use bots to relieve the wait time, but bots still don't work and are extremely frustrating. I know I'm not the only one screaming representative every time I get on the phone. Instead, use remote offshore talent for tier 1 or entry-level support. This reduces the wait time for your customers, making them happier, and it also reduces the volume of inquiries that your current customer service employees have to handle, making their jobs more manageable and less stressful. Point number 3, outsourcing keeps businesses afloat during hard times. Now, there's only one instance personally where one of our clients fired their North American sales team and utilized our Ethiopian cold callers instead. But that's because their industry became highly regulated and they would have gone bankrupt. But instead, they were able to keep the business afloat by utilizing our affordable sales reps to keep sales and revenue still coming in during this difficult time. And in the end, it kept their business alive, and that eventually led to more American jobs later on. When done right, outsourcing allows you to build a hybrid model where you can still prioritize jobs for your local community, and then you fill the gap in and support your customers and your employees with some back-end support. For example, you can give your employees Friday afternoons off in the summer, knowing that you still have a customer service team that is there handling the calls. Or you can allow someone to take a longer maternity leave, knowing that some of the admin work that they were doing is now being handled remotely for them while they're out. In the end, this allows you, especially as a small and medium business owner, to be more competitive because you can offer the perks of the larger companies while still making it affordable to support. Do you know the saying, AI won't take your job, but the person who knows how to use AI will? The same is true for outsourcing. Outsourcing isn't going to take your job, but the person who can set up, manage, and run an offshore team will. When you embrace a global workforce and set it up correctly, everybody wins. You get the help your employees and customers need at the price that you can afford. So don't fear outsourcing, just learn how to leverage it and set it up correctly. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to learn more about how you can utilize offshore talent. And when you want to hire from African countries, come to cradle.com CRDLE to learn more.